Hey everyone, welcome to Eyes Closed with Cassadee Pope. Live from London. I mean, not so much live, but yeah. You're on this really cool tour tonight. I'm very excited, and
Thank
congrats
you.
on putting out stages.
Thanks. I'm excited.
What a jam!
Thank you.
Just banger after banger.
Oh.
I was wondering, what is the? I know you put it out independently.
Yes.
But creatively, what was the biggest risk that you took?
Oh, creatively, I think honestly the risk was just going with my gut. I didn't overthink anything. I put songs on there that meant a lot to me, and I knew they wouldn't relate to every single person in the world because a lot of these songs are super specific to me and what I've been through. So I think that in itself is a risk, but just in general, being an artist is risky. It's like the craziest career choice. And we all say, like, if we could choose another thing to do, like a normal job, 9 to 5, we would, but we just can't because it's just like in our blood.
It's that thing that they say, no? And it's like the curse of like never being able to shut off.
Yeah, it's a crazy journey, and this career is amazing at times and it's really challenging at times, so that's kind of why we say that, but like it's just not even an option to not do this, so
No plan B.
No plan B. I'm having fun. This is great.
Awesome. And so I wanted to talk about 2 songs specifically that I think are like very personal and very like or point to very specific events or people maybe in your life. So FY and don't ask me.
Yeah.
I'm always wondering, when you're that candid, like, are there any real life sort of repercussions or like conversations after those songs are put out?
It's funny. I thought there might be, but there hasn't been. If anything, there's been nothing but support from the people I thought I might get some flack from. Yeah. Thankfully, I think the fans more than anybody are the ones that react and draw their own conclusions. And, a few people got pretty worked up over FYI, and it was pretty great. I mean, in a good way, like they got my back, but yeah, nothing came up, which is good because and I think that's what contributed, honestly, mostly, to my anxiety to releasing the record. Literally days before, I was like, oh my God, I'm saying this in a song.
I'm doing this.
And I'm putting it out, and they might hear it, and what are people going to say and think? And so but I think that's good. I think that says that this project is authentic.
Yeah. I think that's really what it comes down to. Like, it's literally like a page from your diary. I
know, it's crazy. What are we doing?
So you've always been an incredible singer.
Thanks.
I mean, like, from like when I first heard about you. Have you ever like struggled with your voice or with your singing, and like how do you deal with it when something comes up? Or maybe
so thankfully there's only been one time where I actually really lost my voice. Like, I was on a radio tour, and I had this single called I Am Invincible that came out, and it was just way too high. Like, I was in the studio, and I remember singing this one note, and I was like, I don't know if I should do this every night because it's gonna like really affect my voice. And next thing I know, I completely lost it. And I was at a radio show where I had to not sing at the show, and I had to pretty much cancel, and it was the worst feeling ever. I had to go on vocal rest for about a week. So that thankfully I only had to cancel one show during that time, but everything else, being sick or having a sore throat, thankfully it's just years of learning to sing the right way, through my diaphragm and all the technical ways of singing that really save you and get you through like the little blips like that. It's not too bad.
I think because I think a lot of people, including Shania Twain, didn't she like fun fact, I also grew up on Shania Twain, but I didn't know English at the time, so I was just like imitating the sounds. I was like 8, and I was just like, who bad that movement under, like, just that's gibberish,
I love that. That's amazing.
Yeah, because she didn't she go through a period where like she just could not sing?
Yeah,
so scary.
It's scary. Yeah, and I think it's interesting. Like, learning more about spirituality and trauma and what affects you. I think, you know, in her case, it was the kind of thing where there was like trauma that she had been going through and like it affected her throat. And I actually, over, you know, the last few years dealing with certain personal things, I actually experienced a little bit of that where I didn't lose my voice, but I had like tightness in my throat. And it's all about, you know, holding trauma in whatever place is the most used, I guess, for you. So in my case, that's my throat.
Yeah.
And so it's really weird. It's like it's really interesting the more you learn about it. So
Totally.
that totally makes sense that she had that, unfortunately.
Yeah. What a legend, though.
We have the same birthday.
No.
Yes.
Nailed it.
I feel pretty cool about that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's that. There you go. Like, it's meant to be. There's a connection there.
Yeah, I think so.
I totally believe in that. So I hope you don't mind me asking this question, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm proud that I made it this long without mentioning like your pop punk background. So like, what do you think that country music and pop punk have in common? Like, where's the kind of crossover, do you think?
Well, there's definitely a loyalty with both fan bases that I've found. The fact that a lot of fans have stuck around since Hey Monday, my first band, till now, after I've done The Voice and gone country. And it's a testament to how loyal they are. And same thing with country fans. You know, as soon as I sang a country song on The Voice, it was like they were on my team. And
hooked.
Yeah, and it was just, and I see it in the crowds that come out to these shows. You know, there's such a dynamic with the new fans and old fans, and there's like a diversity that I just love seeing at my shows. And yeah, I think that's like the biggest similarity to me. I think for me as a songwriter, there is a similarity in the songwriting aspect. I've always told stories and been more of a conversational lyricist, but there's also a lot of big differences in the songs from rock to country. So, yeah.
For sure. I'm also very much like a pop punk kind of person.
Yeah, same.
But I know that you started off with like country and I guess you could say me, Shania. I mean,
yeah,
I can see a little parallel there.
Yeah, totally.
The next one's kind of a quirky one.
Okay, bring it. I like quirky.
All right. So, which song
Switch here.
Which make yourself comfortable.
Sorry, I realized I was facing away from you and there we go. This is better.
Oh, great. Okay. Which song of Stages would you have liked to feature in one of the Twilight movies?
Oh my gosh. Which one? That's hard. I don't know if any would go.
Maybe
any
like
would fit. Maybe actually
scene.
I think maybe If My Heart Had a Heart would fit in like a breakup, like when Edward leaves Bella. That was really sad. I don't like that. I actually, when I was reading the books, I skipped like a few chapters because I was like, I don't want to read this.
The saddest
Where's Edward?
parts are the best parts.
I
They're
know.
kidding me.
I totally skipped it.
Love it.
I probably missed a lot of important things.
Maybe you should revisit and then like play your song in your head.
Yeah,
and, like,
I think I will.
perfect soundtrack. Okay, one more thing I just have to ask you, because you did Warped Tour last summer. My favorite band ever that got me into pop punk and like the heavier genres are Simple Plan.
Yes.
And I know that you did a little
with them.
I'm Just a Kid with them.
Oh my God, I know.
How did that come about?
So I had met Pierre many years ago when I was on tour with, I was on tour with All Time Low, and I met him through them, and I saw him at Warped Tour, and this was probably like almost 10 years later, and he's like, "Hey Cassadee, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. I've kept up with you through the years." And I was like, "Oh my God." And I actually was talking to Travis Clark from We Are the King. We the Kings. We Are the Kings.
Same thing.
We the Kings.
I wouldn't even have noticed.
Yeah. And I was like, man, I just, that's so cool that because he goes up with Pierre every day on that tour and goes and sings with them. And I was like, that's so cool. You get to do that. Like, oh, it's my dream to sing with Simple Plan. I just love them. And he's like, "Oh, really? Hey, Pierre." And he calls Pierre over, and he just is like, Cass is gonna come up and sing tomorrow. And my second and last day on the tour, I went up and sang with Youngblood, and Simple
Saw the
Plan,
video.
which was so cool.
So sick.
Oh my gosh, I was just on cloud 9. It was amazing.
Smashed it, man. I mean, great harmonies.
Thanks. I tried, you know.
So you've been to London a few times now.
Yes.
I was gonna test your slang knowledge.
Oh God.
I'm
be
so
honest,
bad at this. I don't know if it's London or UK.
Okay.
Like, I'm a foreigner too. So
okay.
Could you explain to me the following terms? In it.
Isn't it?
Nailing it. Wagwan. Wagwan.
What's up? What's going on?
Hey, she's got it.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
It's literally like, what's going
Where's
on?
that? Where's that from?
Wagwan.
I wonder where that's.
I don't know if it's a pop culture reference or.
No. That's
Not sure.
That's a stretch. Wagwan.
Little bit. Little bit in it. Garms.
Garms. I don't know. I don't know that one.
Think of like undergarms.
Oh, like underwear?
So
Bra?
garms is like like undergarment, garment,
Okay.
clothes.
Garms. Okay.
It's like garms you got on there. Like,
like clothes.
Yeah.
It's not just about undergarments.
No, but that would be the link.
Okay,
That would
thank
give it
you.
away.
Okay.
I
The
thought I'd
correlation.
feed you a little hint.
Thank you.
Kerfuffle.
What was that?
Kerfuffle.
Kerfuffle. I think I've heard my boyfriend say this actually.
Really?
And I'm like, I don't know what you just said. I don't know what that means.
It apparently means fight. Like a fight broke out.
Oh, interesting.
2 more. Numpty.
Numpty. I don't know.
Give it your best. Like
Numpty.
Was
like
your gut tell you?
none. Like zero.
A nun. Oh.
A nun. A British nun.
A British nun. Zero British
Nun?
nuns. It means like an idiot, like a chump, like you numpty.
Oh, I like that. That sounds like an idiot. Yeah.
It sounds like an idiot to me.
That's the numpty. Yeah.
And the last one is brawly.
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 Brawly. Brawly.
Brawly.
Oh shit. I don't know.
So like when the weather is very London-esque.
Oh,
you need
like
a
gloomy.
Brawly.
Oh, umbrella.
Hey,
Nice.
there you go.
Okay.
Okay, it's half a point.
That's all right. You don't have to.
It's fine. I mean,
I
you'll
bombed. I was awful.
You'll catch up in no time. I have no doubt about it. Cassidy, thank you so much. Have an awesome show.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
looking forward to seeing you on stages.
Nice. Nicely done.
Thanks. Bye. Bye.